If you are watching this on TikTok or on YouTube, this video accompanies my post about my whole Paris perfume tour, which I posted on my Substack of Ink and Ember. And I wanted to make an accompanying video to show you everything that I got and kind of walk you through the 2 days that I spent there on this personal perfume pilgrimage that I did on my way home to California from spending about a week in England. So I spent 5 days in London with my family, and then from there, my husband and I went to the Cotswolds for 3 days. And then he departed for France to meet with his father to go do a kind of a World War II tour. And I decided to come home a little bit early, but the best flights were out of Paris, Charles de Gaulle. So rather than just kind of flying into Charles de Gaulle and leaving from there, I decided to put together a 2-day personal perfume pilgrimage so that I could actually enjoy some of the city rather than just passing through. I will say that I have been to Paris several times, 3 times in the last 9 years. That was my 4th time in the last 9 years. And prior to this trip, I thought that I was done going to Paris. I thought I had been there, done that, seen everything, and there was no reason to go back. And so it was a little surprising that I wanted to plan this 2-day trip there. And I actually had mixed feelings as I took the train into Paris from London. A part of me really wanted to go home, but another part of me did want to see this perfume tour through. And I'm so glad that I did, because the moment that I stepped out of the train station, Paris hit me, and I instantly remembered why I love that city so much, and how, for me, no other city can compare to Paris as far as beauty goes. It is just a stunning city. And the moment I stepped off that train and walked outside and got in the taxi line, I mean, even in the taxi line, it was beautiful, and I was so happy that I was there. So I was really happy that I went through with this portion of the trip. As I said, I had a whole 2 days planned, a whole itinerary planned out for myself. It was just me, and I really thoroughly enjoyed my time alone there. And if you want the details of all the stops I made and all my recommendations, you can find that on my Substack of Ink and Ember. And in this video, I'm just gonna go through everything that I purchased. So my first stop was at Officine Universelle Buly, and this is kind of, it's like a perfume boutique, but also this apothecary from 200 years ago. It's like you step back in time when you go inside, and you do have to wait in line. I waited in line for about 30 minutes to get in. But once you get in, you get one-on-one attention from a sales associate. So, and the store is very small, so it's worth it to wait in line. But what I got there was this beautiful scented body lotion that comes in the prettiest packaging. And when you buy anything from them, they label it with your name done in calligraphy right there in front of you. It's beautiful. The experience is beautiful. And this lotion I got is myrrh. The scent is myrrh, and pronounced there it's myrrh. This has notes of tuberose, magnolia, jasmine, and myrrh, which gives this like earthy, balsamic based note to it. And it's wonderfully light scented. I've used this on my hands, on my body. I've put it on mostly before I go to bed, and I still wake up with the scent on my hands, which I really like, but it's a very light scent. It is not overpowering, so you could definitely layer this with other fragrance. It came with this beautiful cap instead of the pump. They put the pump in the box for you so that you can put that on later when you get home, and you still get this beautiful cap to go with it. Also at Officine Universelle, I have been needing actually a pintail comb. And so I got this one, which I thought was so beautiful in that white tortoiseshell, and they offer engraving. So of course I had to take advantage of that. and it is just so beautiful. They have the most beautiful display of combs and toothbrushes and personal care products. And this comes in this beautiful brown suede packaging. They package everything into one of their signature bags, which is kind of like a box with handles, folds up into a box. And the sales associate threw in a free hand lotion to go with my purchase. So I absolutely loved this experience. It felt custom. I felt like I got lots of attention. The space is absolutely beautiful, and I went to the one in Marais, but I believe they have a larger location, which I will include in my Substack post. But this, in my opinion, is not to be missed if you go to Paris. My next purchase was not actually a perfume stop or perfume purchase, but I couldn't resist going to Shakespeare and Company bookstore. I know it's pretty touristy, but it is also iconic, and I was really happy I went because I did get one of their signature tote bags, and I also got this book of poetry, There Are Girls Like Lions. And they offered to stamp the inside for me. I did wait in line to go into the store, but the line moved really fast. I was only in line about 5 minutes, and inside it was pretty crowded, but I got to go upstairs. You're not allowed to take photos in the store at all, but I got to go upstairs, which is kind of like this secret reading room, and it has the coziest feeling. It's like a study or a library made for one. And I think the intention behind that space is for you to grab a book and maybe do some light reading. You're not allowed to take photos. So unfortunately, I went right before they closed and they were calling people down from that space. So I couldn't spend any time there, but I'll try to include some photos that I can find online of that space in my Substack post, because it was very inspirational and it made me want to create an office or a study or a personal library that has this very cozy, warm, enveloping, vintage feeling. Hopefully I can find photos and you will be inspired by this space because it was amazing. My next purchase was at Sezane, and I've been a lover of Sezane for years. I've been an online shopper. I have been to their store before in Paris, and I can't resist. Anytime I go, I have to stop by because it's such a beautiful space. It's like your favorite French girl influencer's apartment. It's just beautiful. And there I got this sweater with these cute ruffly sleeves. Their knitwear is amazing. They've got this wall of sweaters in every color, and it's just so beautiful. And you pick the colors you want to try on, and I landed on this pretty pink sweater, as well as the one that I'm wearing right now. I also got 3 belts at Sezane. I had recently been telling someone how I've been struggling to find belts that fit me really well, that don't have a huge tail, because I like to wear most of my pants are very high-waisted. I like to accentuate my waist, and so my pants are high-waisted, and it's difficult to find a belt that is small enough to go around literally the smallest part of my waist without a huge tail. And luckily Sezane had the perfect size, so I couldn't resist getting 3 belts from them in my size. And I'm not really a big black wearer. It doesn't suit me as well as brown, and so rather than get black, I opted for 2 browns, one in this patent leather, one in a more matte leather, and then this beautiful patent burgundy color. So I'm really happy with these. And then the last thing I got at Sezane, they have the cutest accessories. I got this pretty makeup bag to replace one of mine that was getting pretty tired. And the great thing about going to Sezane in Paris is that they have the most beautiful lighting. You can't get it here in the US, I assume because the plugs are different and they don't make plugs for the US because it is a French brand. But if you go to the store in Paris, you can see their beautiful lighting, and I would die to own one of their lamps, but I don't know if I need a converter or how I can make that happen. But in store, you can see also their beautiful bags, their shoes, their homewares, their accessories. It's just such a great, beautiful experience, even if you buy nothing. My next purchase was at Astier de Villatte, and it is this beautiful store where they primarily make and sell ceramics, but they also have some perfume selection, they have some notebooks, there's a good variety, but primarily ceramics. And the space, again, like Officine, Universelle, it's like stepping back in time. These beautiful wood floors that slope completely unevenly because they're so old. Stone walls, shelves that slope, and there's just so much charm and so much history that when you step in, you feel like you step back in time. And I just love that kind of space. I think it makes the experience, even if you buy nothing, just the experience of going into that store is so special. But I did buy 2 things there, and this one I haven't even unwrapped since I got back to California, because I actually think that I'm going to take it to my home in New York. So I'm going to open this right now. So this is the plate that I got. It's got this beautiful braided border that I just love. And in my farmhouse in New York, I have a wall with kind of a built-in plate holder where I can display this and also use it, of course. So I bought this with that specific intention. And then the other thing that I got there is actually right behind me. And it is this incense dish with a little hole where you can put your incense. But she just spoke to me, and actually when I saw her, I knew I had wanted to kind of design and put this summer altar in place here in my home. And when I saw her, I thought she would be perfect for my summer altar. So I got her specifically for that reason. So next, I want to tell you about Bienaime. And I accidentally discovered Bienaime when I went into BHV Marais. I don't know if you know BHV, but it's a department store, but it puts all department stores in the US to shame. It is beautiful. It is multi-leveled. They've got a luggage department. They've got a huge stationery department. They have lighting that I would kill to have here in the States. And then of course, perfume and makeup and clothing. And it is just a beautiful store, and you could spend hours in BHV. They have multiple locations. But I was in BHV, they have a huge book section, and I was just thumbing through a coffee table book, and I saw a 2-page spread of Bienaime packaging and products, and I snapped a picture, and they were so beautiful that I thought, can I go see this now while I'm here? Does this exist? Can I find this? And so I Googled it, and it does exist. And it actually happened to be, the location happened to be where I would be on my second day of the perfume tour. So I put it on an itinerary. And when I got to the space, again, it's a 1-room, small space, but it is so beautiful. It's got these clean Art Deco lines, beautiful wood paneled walls and floors. And then this packaging, this simple but beautiful kind of peach and pinkish red packaging everywhere, lining the shelves on the walls, and just the lighting is beautiful. Even the sales associate working in that store was dressed, this brand is from the 1930s, that's when it was founded, and she was dressed in this beautiful long skirt, red lipstick, her hair was like in pin curls. It was perfect. She was perfect for the space. She was perfect for the brand, and I was the only one in the store the entire time that I was there. So she and I got to talk one-on-one. She helped me pick out my products, and I cannot say enough about this brand. So let me go through what I got. The first thing I got is Baume Honorique, and it is a body oil. Let's see if I can show you. It's kind of a solid in the jar. It's kind of like a sugary solid. So it looks like it has a little texture, but the moment that you put it on your skin, put your finger in there or spread it on your skin, it melts into a dry oil and it does not feel oily. It feels like a dry oil. And it comes in a few different scents. This one is La Vie en Fleur, which means the life of flowers. And it leaves the most stunning, subtle scent that I absolutely love. I actually have it on right now. So when I get out of the shower, I moisturize with a lotion that is unscented, and then I put this on top of that, and it melts into my skin, and it leaves the most subtle, pretty floral scent that I absolutely love, and I think that it layers beautifully with any and every perfume that I've worn over it. I put this on after my shower, I put this on after my bath, and I even put it on before I go to bed. I cannot get enough of it, and you need very little of it, so I think this will end up lasting a long time, but I can tell you already that I will be buying more of this. It is so good. The next thing that I purchased is the liquid soap, and they don't really distinguish whether it's a hand soap or a body soap, so I'm not sure how I'll use it, but I've left it in the box for this video, so I'm actually going to take it out. I have not used it yet. I'm going to take it out right now and then start to use it. Okay, so here it is in the box, and you can see it comes with a cap, and then the pump is separate. And here it is, and I think this bottle is so pretty that I'm probably going to want this in the shower so that I can layer this scent under the body oil that I got, but I also think that it's so pretty that I'm going to want it on my bathroom vanity to be used as a hand soap, so I'm not sure where or how I'll use this, but I might need to get a second bottle so that I can have one in both locations. And I want to say that these boxes are beautifully constructed. There's ribbon, clean interior. So I'll be using these like in my office as little storage drawers. These will not go to waste because I think they're so pretty. The color palette is really striking, and even the font is beautiful. I got hand cream there as well. I mean, look at this packaging. It's just, I can't. I love packaging. I love packaging design. I love beautiful colors. I love beautiful things. And this is just chef's kiss. And there is the hand lotion. And the last thing I got was a lip balm, which I have not opened until this video. So this comes in this cute little bag, and I'm going to open it right now. And look at how cute that is. I mean, having this in your purse, pulling this out, it's so chic, it's so beautiful. Like, these are the little things that make me happy throughout the day. Just looking at this cute little tube of lip balm will make me happy. My last night there, I was headed to find a place to eat dinner, and I happened to stumble upon this tiny little one-room store called St. Louis. And it was a cross between like a witch's sanctum and like a tinkerer's workshop. There were antiques and things that had been like welded together and interesting pieces of art. It was a really cool space, and so I got a couple of things in there. The first being this rabbit head. I love an unexpected element, something funky, something odd, something a little weird. And so I got this for possibly a seasonal altar, or even just to put on my desk or my nightstand, because I love the juxtaposition of take something clean, sleek, streamlined, and then pair it with something textured and old, and then put something unexpected with that pairing. Like, it's always more interesting when you've got something a little off, a little weird, a little interesting. That unexpected element is what is compelling. And so this fit the bill, so I had to get it. The other thing I got in that store is a set of 3 antique spice canisters. They're ceramic. You can see there's chips. They are well loved, but the Art Deco styling and the colors I thought were absolutely beautiful, and I wanted these on my countertop in my New York house. So here's the third one. It says spices in French. So I got those 2 things in that cool little shop that I highly recommend. I could have spent like 2 hours in there. There's just stacks and layers of things. I definitely could not see it all in the short amount of time that I spent in there before she closed. But it was a really cool stop, and I highly recommend kind of treasure hunting in there. One other thing that I got while in Paris was actually at BHV. I went to BHV to get an extra suitcase because I knew I would need it to get all of these things home. And like I said, they have a beautiful stationery department and beautiful notebooks. And I'm a huge journaler. I keep several journals all at once. And I thought these were just so stunning and would remind me of my solo trip to Paris, my perfume pilgrimage. And so I picked these up. I love these. And finally, the only bottle of perfume that I actually bought in Paris was Commodities Milk Plus. So they make these fragrances in kind of like 3 strengths, and this is the bold, it's the strongest, the Milk Plus is. This scent is sweet, it's woody, it's smoky, it's got notes of marshmallow and tonka bean and that base of like a wood, and it's definitely, for me, it is an autumn or winter fragrance because it is so warm, but I find it captivating. And I actually came home and had my husband try this on his skin, and I really like it on him as well. So this is a unisex scent, and I like it just as much on him as I do on myself. So it actually turns out that I got one for the both of us, but I won't be wearing this in the summer, and I won't wear it in the spring, but this is definitely a great fall and winter fragrance. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to read my full itinerary so that you can help plan your own, or if you want some tips and tricks for your own perfume pilgrimage, then definitely check out the Substack post. And I'm also going to include links to some videos of these spaces and stores and brands so that you can enjoy them even if you are not going to Paris. And I think for my next video that I'm going to do a walkthrough of my summer altar behind me. I had a lot of fun brainstorming this and putting it together, so I thought that I would make a little video on how I did that. So I think that will be next for the videos that I post here. Well, I hope you enjoyed going through all my Paris treasures with me. I had the best time there by myself, and that's something else that I think that I'll write about. I had not traveled internationally by myself ever. That was the first time that I've spent any time in Europe by myself, and it was absolutely soul-stirring, and I know that I will be doing it more often in the future. So stay tuned for more of these posts because I had the loveliest time by myself. All right, I'll see you next time.